What is going on, good people? Welcome in to your ICWP reviews, GFW Impact Wrestling for 9/14/2017. Definitely excited. Thought this was a pretty good show. It definitely had a lot of I feel like marquee matches going on in this show, so I was definitely excited coming in. Some of them I actually had forgot about, so I think that was one of those things too, where I was kind of like, oh, yeah, I would notice a match was on the card, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm cool with that. Um, but before we get started, be sure to check out the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast episode 6 coming up tomorrow. If you haven't watched any of the other 5 episodes, what are you doing with your life? Go watch the rest of them and then watch this one. Or you can watch this one first. You can watch them backwards. You can watch like episode 3 and then 5 and then 1. You can watch them whatever order you want to. So it's up to you. But anyway, be sure to check that out as well. Big thing we do every single Friday. Um, so it'll be coming on tomorrow. Let's jump into this Impact Wrestling review. Um, we started out with Braxton Sutter versus Garza Jr. I guess they're having their ongoing rivalry with I don't really I guess Allie and Garza Jr. checking up on Allie, and Braxton's still mad about that. And we had a match. So it's a pretty decent match. It's okay. It was a decent match to start the show. Um, I I still don't understand why Garza Jr. can rip off his pants and people just watch him rip off his pants. Like I just don't understand it. I guess it's fine. Like he gets a nice little pop from it, but still, like from a opponent standpoint, that's your time to shine. That is your time to come in and beat that man up, and you sitting here watching this man rip his pants off. I Allie's reaction when he threw his pants at her was hilarious. I I felt like why he throw it though? Like why he just hand it to her? Like usually that's what you do. You don't like throw it at somebody. You just kind of hand it to him, as a token. This man threw the pants. You can't be throwing pants. Anyway, bruh. I still like Braxton playing this jealous character, this jealous boyfriend type character. I don't really know where it's gonna go. I guess is my question. And then after the match, that Garza Jr. ended up getting the win on, which made Braxton Sutter upset with Allie. Allie seems that she has kind of had enough. And then we got that awkward moment when you hold down the middle rope and Allie wants to go through the bottom rope. That was funny. I laughed a lot at that. I don't know why, but I did. It was funny. Um, but anyway, Casey, thoughts on Braxton Sutter, your boy, versus Garza Jr.?
That's right, Ali. You deserve better than that, man. You leave him in the trash where he belong. You leave him in the ditch. He no good for you. You deserve better. I still don't remember anything with her and Garza Jr. though, so this was kind of random to me. I was like, wait, what? What? Why? What? Oh, okay. Um, and as far as Garza Jr. ripping off his pants, you would think that it's something that you could just ignore and take the advantage. But when you in the ring with him, it's like hypnotism. You can't.
I get that. I do. I get that. So they like lock eyes. They lock eyes, and then once you lock eyes with the man, you can't. I see what you're saying.
I mean, it's kind of like that, but you're not looking at his eyes.
Looking at the pans.
Yeah. Let's go with that. Let's
Casey and
go with
I have
that.
had some moments where we looked at the pans.
We looked at we most certainly did. Anyway, what?
I guess we can move on because this man, he's struggling.
I
We
mean, it's
got
the
we got El Hijo de Fantasma versus EC3 for the Impact Grand Championship, GFW Grand. I don't know what it is anymore, but for the Grand Championship, Hector Guerrero is the new judge replacing Bruce Pritchard, who was fired by Jim Cornette a few weeks ago back at Destination X, which is interesting because Bruce Pritchard was kind of the controversial judge. I wish they would have been able to go a little bit farther with that storyline, kind of just to see, I guess kind of just to see what they would do with it. But anyway, I was excited to see Hector Guerrero there, and obviously, it kind of brought up a little controversy with him being from AAA and Phantasma also being from AAA. But in the first round, Phantasma was putting a whole lot of pressure on EC3. I love EC3 using the rope break to his advantage. When he was in the ropes, he used it as in kind of more of an offensive maneuver instead of just breaking the hole and kind of kicking him or something. He kind of used it in a unique way. The TK3 to the outside was pretty freaking nice. And I was kind of trying to figure out in this style of matches, was there just too much showboating from Phantasma? I mean, he got to do all his extra taunts before he do a dive or something. So I'm thinking maybe he won't aggressive enough in the first round, but EC3 does end up winning the first round. In the second round, Phantasma kind of gets back on EC3, kind of that comeback aspect. Kind of that. I'm down in this. I'm down in this match right now. I got to come back. Type of thing that they usually do in these type of matches. Phantasma locks in the submission, which I liked, and I like the commentary kind of playing up the fact of being saved by the bell. That's the one thing I do like about these matches too, is that you can be saved by the bell, and if you could just last a couple more seconds, it kind of even comes off as kind of like an Iron Man match, if you know what I'm saying. Like it kind of comes off like at the end of an Iron Man match when somebody locks in a submission hold, especially, and you're trying to survive. You're just trying to survive and advance a little bit. And this is kind of how I feel about the round system a little bit at times when they do, especially when they lock in submissions at the end of rounds. But Phantasma does end up winning the second round. Going to the third round, Phantasma was looking for another submission. I like him using multiple different submissions, showing off his submission work. EC3 ends up capitalizing off of Phantasma's dive on the outside, him kind of coming in a little slow. I like the Hangman's 1%. It was really freaking nice. And then it ends up being one vote for EC3, one vote for Phantasma, and then Hector Guerrero is the deciding vote. And I like that, Phantasma was all hype that he was about to win because obviously, the guy over AAA is going to pick his AAA guy, you would think. But EC3 ends up retaining. And after the match, Hector not Hector, but Phantasma goes after Hector on the outside, claiming that, it wasn't, what was he doing? They're supposed to be working together, kind of an aspect like that. And then he goes back into the ring, and Pagano ends up coming out and jumping EC3 and aligns himself with Phantasma. So that's going to be an interesting alliance if they even keep it as an alliance. It'll definitely be interesting. And then Eddie Edwards comes in to help out. So I definitely like this. I think it was a great way to kind of debut Pagano as well, instead of just debuting him in maybe a jobber match or debuting him in just a normal match. Kind of have him come in and make that immediate statement. So I definitely liked it. I thought the Grand Championship match was good. I really like the Grand Championship matches for some reason. I don't know. I just do. But Casey, any thoughts on El Hijo de Fantasma versus EC3 for the Impact Grand Championship?
Yeah, the match itself was pretty good. I felt like it was another one of those matches where it kind of took me by surprise that Phantasma was challenging for the title, but I think we've talked about this too with the Grand Championship. It seems random that the number one contenders or the challengers, like it seems so random because there's never like a number one contenders match or anything. It's just randomly, oh, this guy gets a chance, and we're like, but how though? What would he do to deserve that though? I mean, I'm not saying Phantasma didn't deserve it. I just, want consistency and to understand, bruh. But definitely a good match. I knew he wasn't gonna win, but I kind of wanted to see, if he won, how they would do that. But yeah, definitely a good match. Another debut that Rabbit missed that I kind of wanted to hear his thoughts on with Pagano. I'm definitely excited for him to be in Impact now and see what he does. I've seen a couple of his matches. I think when I was going through Watch Wrestling, the website, to watch different AAA and CMLL shows. So I'm definitely excited for that. I like that he kind of teamed up with Phantasma to attack EC3. I definitely think that's a cool aspect. I want to see where they go with this, but definitely a good debut. I liked it, and the match was good.
Alrighty. Well, moving on to Casey's obvious match of the night. We had the four-way tag team match with LAX in the Crash promotion. I don't know all the tag teams that were involved. They announced them really quickly. Didn't have time to write them all down. I know it was LAX, OVE, and there was two more tag teams that kind of matter but didn't really matter in this aspect because obviously they're not in GFW right now, so it was kind of like they were just kind of there for this particular match. But before the match happened, LAX is kind of doing a little celebration, kind of in their home land type of a situation, like we're back home and all of this. Bruh, did LAX just go to the strip club on TV though? For real though, like they was up in the club like that, like they was just all up in it. I thought that was very interesting. Um, but the four-way tag team match, I liked what we got to see of it. I definitely think it was a shame, and Casey and I talked about this. But I definitely think it was a shame that they only showed highlights, just because it did seem like it was a really good match. And I feel like at least if they're gonna promote something like this and then only show highlights, say, put a disclaimer in there saying, we can only show highlights because, this is Triple A's match or something like that, because then you'd understand. Because I think a lot of times, like when they book a match on GFW to have somewhere else, you would expect the whole match because they booked it on GFW. So I don't know. I just wish they would have at least put like a disclaimer, we can't show this full match because it was on a bigger, it was on this big Crash promotion event or something. They could have made up something. Uh, but that dive where the guy went into the guardrail was amazing and painful at the same time. I honestly confused at first with the when the referee was pulled out there at the end when it looked like OVE was going to win. I was actually kind of confused because it looked like he went all the way down for the 3 count to finish the match, and he actually hadn't. But LAX ended up retaining, and I guess there's another match coming up soon from another backstage thing they did in the crash within the Crash promotion or something. I don't know if it's in another country. And then Conan said something about an iguana, and I don't know. He was saying a bunch of stuff that I didn't understand. But I think it's the accent. But anyway, I mean,
What
I have
about
no
the
idea.
iguana?
He said something about an iguana or something. I think he said Tijuana, and I heard iguana, so I wrote it down. But like I don't know. I think he said they was gonna have another match in Tijuana or something, and I didn't know what he said, so he said something about an iguana, because it's close enough. Um, but I'm definitely excited for the next match. I hope we get to see all of it because we can't see what OVE has to offer if we don't see the whole match and how it works. But Casey, thoughts on the four-way tag team match live, or well, technically pre-recorded, on top of pre-recorded.
First of all, before I get my anger out on this match,
Or the strip club. You can talk about strip clubs.
what he said was, "This is Tijuana, and we run this." He ain't said
No,
nothing
no,
about
no.
the
I'm
match.
talking about no. I saw it. I saw that part. I saw that part. I saw that part. Hold up. I saw that part. It was at the end though. Like, was this at the end?
Yeah, that was at the end.
Oh, I thought. See, I thought he said we're gonna get an iguana up in here.
Yeah, they're gonna have one of them infamous Mexican iguana matches. you know, ain't never been seen in America before. So they gonna do that. They not. I am so mad at this match. I've been talking about this match all week and how excited I was for it. I said it last week at the end of the Impact review. I said it on the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, episode 5. I was so pumped for this. To me, there's no reason why they didn't show this entire match, because Global Force always claims and, promotes that they work with all these promotions. So there should be no reason why they couldn't show that entire match. If you're working with all these promotions, and it doesn't make any sense. I don't even want to talk about the match, because what's the point if you're not going to show us the whole match? It's dumb. Especially if you're going to build it up so much and then only show highlights. There's no point in it. Why are we getting excited for things when we know we're not going to see the full match? It doesn't make sense. I don't know.
Agreed. Well, let's get into Grado's the final match in America before he gets deported. I can't. We got Grado versus William Weeks, baby. The man, he got the ponytail, he wear the singlet and all that. Grado came out, with his typical music and all, and the jobber was hype, bruh. Weeks was he was jamming out over there. And then he attacked him from behind. He trying to make sure Grado go out on the side with note. But Grado came back. I think he tuned up the band at one point. I think he did with the Wii Boot, which I hadn't seen in a while. I hadn't seen that freaking move in forever. But he does end up winning the match. And after the match, he kind of thanks the fans one more time. It's my last time. Tomorrow morning, I got to go and get on the plane and head on back to Scotland. And then Joseph Park comes out and he says, we actually have created a sports. For some reason, I feel like he said sports entertainment management, but I might be tripping.
He did. That's one thing you actually got right.
I was about he did hit the Wii Boot, and he was tuning up the band.
You've heard something about an iguana too.
He said he said they were about to get an iguana, but but he did. He said they got a sports entertainment management division now over at Park and Park, and he want to sign Grado exclusively. So I think Grado about to get them new Doe ones. I think it's what they're gonna call him. He about to get his own shoe. He about to get his own shoe, and I think they signed him with the Big Baller brand, according to Joseph Park. This is just from the inside sources I got. He said he was gonna sign with the Big Baller brand, and Grado gonna come out with the Doe 2s. So he's gonna come out with the 1 and the 2. One gonna be a slide on flippy flop, and the other one, But anyway, that's just an inside thing I got with we talked about it on Snapchat. But Park said he's going to sponsor Grado's Visa. And Grado will be staying in America, and he gonna be on all 6,000 of the podcasts that Mark's be putting out. So JC is already set up. Parkton already set it up for us.
I got the email. He sent me the email. I got it. It's cool. We good.
And he gonna be putting the hustle behind the muscle. I really like this segment. I'm glad Grado's staying. He's my favorite. I know Rabbit ain't a fan, but shame on that man for not being a fan. Casey, thoughts on Grado versus William Weeks?
Well, first of all, I'm glad that Joseph Park is sponsoring Grado's PlayStation Vita, because you got to get the Vita. I never thought that I would actually see. I never thought I would actually see Grado in a jobber match when he's not the jobber. It was kind of weird. I was like, wait, what? What? But I'll thank the Lord, Grado's staying. He's staying. That's right, Rabbit. You can't say nothing now. He's staying. You gotta deal with that man. and he gonna have a team with the standby wrestler. They gonna do it. They're gonna make a tag team now. It's official. Except he got kind of beat up later, so but we can get to that. Of this segment, so great. He's staying, yeah.
All right. Next we had, if I can get back to where I need to get to here, we had Johnny Impact commenting on his match against Low Key. I don't have much to say about this. He was pretty good. He just said some stuff and then said Slam Town and then left. And then Lashley making his decision in Jim Cornette's office. Jim Cornette was not happy about this, but anyway, he says that, you know, the only way he'll give him a full release, because that's what Lashley wants, is if he faces Moose tonight. And Lashley agrees that he will, you know, leave the same way he came in. He said it a little bit later as well. But I don't know. I was interested in this, and basically Jim Cornette said that, you know, make sure that America's top team isn't anywhere near. Make sure they're out of the building. They're gone. Just one-on-one with Moose, and you can get your full release. I've still been kind of confused and surprised that they didn't try to do anything with Lashley kind of going against Dan Lambert in any way, just based on the fact that Lambert doesn't really believe in Lashley's pro wrestling ability. Like, you would think that if Lashley wants to be the best at both anyway, that he would have an issue with Dan Lambert not really believing in him in pro wrestling from what he said a couple of weeks ago in that interview. But that's the only thing I really didn't like. But anyway, Casey, thoughts on the backstage office segment?
Well, first of all, Slam Town, you know, that's
Slamboree, yeah.
Yeah, no, Slam Town. I think, you know, it's actually about 10 minutes from Suplex City. So, you know, you just go a little bit north and you get to Slam Town. So yeah, if you were wondering how you would get to Slam Town from Suplex City, that's how you do it. You just go north a little bit. That is cool. But yeah, what was weird to me was it was so sudden. Like, he just, all right, I'm leaving. Like, it was just like, really? No, what? It just, I don't know. I don't know if it was just weak booking or weak writing and creative, or because I knew there were rumors that he was going back to MMA and he has a fight coming up, but it feels so sudden. They should have built it up more to, like you said, where maybe he has second thoughts and, you know, goes against Dan Lambert or whatever. But it was just so sudden that he's like, oh, I'm leaving. And it's like, oh okay. What? I don't know. I just didn't like it.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. But going into the Falls Count Anywhere match for the X Division Championship, Trevor Lee versus Sanjay Dutt. Casey, I'm going to you first. Hope you actually wrote something down.
Got it all in my mind. All up.
Go below it.
Yeah.
Probably not a good thing.
So yeah, you know, we had the X Division title. You know, it was on the line. You know, in a Falls Count Anywhere match. And now, if you don't know what a Falls Count Anywhere match is, it's where you could pin your opponent anywhere. You know, you ain't got to be in the ring. You could be in the crowd. You could be outside. You could be at the gas station down the street. You could be in the next state. You could be at your mama house, your grandmama house. You could be anywhere. You pin your opponent 1, 2, 3. You win the title. That's how it works. But you know, I actually thought this was a really good match. I don't know what Sanjay Dutt had on his head in the beginning there.
That's a do-rag, bro. It's a black thing.
That's what I was thinking it was. But I was like, first of all, why he got a do-rag on? Second of all, why he ain't even, like, he was just on.
It's a black thing, and we ain't gonna even talk about Sanjay not being black.
He just put it on. It's like he didn't even try to tie it or nothing.
He tired of that. He just threw that thing on. And you know, I always wondered, like, what's the point of it though? Because this man ain't got no hair.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, you know, he wears do-rag. That's fine. Definitely thought this was a good match. I like that, you know, it actually went, in the crowd a little bit. It went out in the back, which we don't really see that much anymore. Even in Impact, we don't see them go to the back anymore that much. It doesn't feel like. Obviously, they get to the back in the outside area, and Caleb Connolly gets involved. A lot of nice trash can shots. They were using one of the trash cans out there a lot. I like the finish with the roll up and Trevor Lee using the pole to kind of almost like the ring ropes kind of for that leverage for the pin. And he wins the title. Definitely a really good match. I liked it. DJ?
Yeah, I definitely agree. I was excited for this match, just because of the two guys in it, and plus you got the whole concept of it being false count anywhere. At first it kind of started, relatively normal, but I like that, well, my feed cut out and they were backstage. So because for some reason tonight, like my feed cut out on like multiple recordings I had, and it just cut out for a second and then came back and they were backstage, and I was like, okay, that's fine. So they were backstage and Caleb Conley was there and they was beating each other up. I was wondering where Petey Williams was though. I was like, okay, but where he at though? I mean, Caleb Conley, he all up in this match, but where Petey at though? I mean, where the Canadian Destroyer? I mean, just imagine the Canadian Destroyer on the cement like that.
No, not this way. No.
No, but you just saying. I mean, it was potential for it. But anyway, I thought this match was really good. I liked it. Like you said, I liked the ending as well when Trevor Lee, using the roll up and using the pole to kind of get the leverage. And Trevor Lee is your new X Division champion, which is interesting. I like him as champion. I'm sure Rabbit is gonna be like, nah, bruh, nah, it can't be happening. He had the title and he won the champion. Now he got a title and he is a champion. Nah, bruh. But anyway, I definitely liked it though. After this match, we had American Top Team. They was on their way out. They was, as they say, seeing their way out. And Richard Justice, he making sure he ready. Sometimes you just gotta be ready to get beat up by American Top Team. And Richard Justice, in the squats done, he was like, "Oh man, what's going on, guys? I'm the standby wrestler." And they was laughing at the man. That poor man, you can't be laughing at him. He a standby wrestler. He always ready. And they was laughing at him. And he was talking about how he was a big fan, and how he's American too because he had the bandana on the oh, and then they beat the man up like that. They had to do this man like that. All he wanted was to be a member. he wanted to be a member. Sound like Justin. All he wanted was to be a member. That's all. He wanted to be a member. I mean, but on the bright side though, he did get a free shirt. So I mean, I think he'll take it. At least when he got beat up by Kong. I mean, think about it. When he got beat up by Congo Kong, he didn't get a free shirt. So I think Richard Justice won this one, technically. And they made him an honorary member. I mean, so I think Richard Justice won this one. Do I want to talk about this in the same thing? Nope. Casey, thoughts on America's Top Team beating up Richard Justice, the standby wrestler?
Bruh, what? First of all, this man is, one of the greatest of all time. I get it. He wants to be on the team, but he too good for that team. He didn't understand that he's too good for the team. Yeah, he was wearing the American flag bandana. I get that. He was trying to point that out to them. And then they beat him up viciously. I was like, bro, why you gotta do that? I love. They put this shirt over him and they're like, congratulations, you're an honorary member. And I'm like, is that a real honorary member though? Or was that sarcasm? I couldn't tell. I was like, did he just get jumped in? Is that how? Are they doing gang tactics right now? Yeah, may just. I'm just saying. I need to know if that was sarcasm or if he's a real honorary member right now. I need to know. But I love this man. I love Richard Justice.
Next, we had Global Forged. I just don't like that name. I don't know. It sounds funny. Anyway, this is kind of showcasing. See, the way they made it sound like it was gonna be like chillins, like chillins who want to be wrestlers, not like legit wrestlers who trying to make it on the show. Like, did you hear the commentary? Like before this, I was expecting chillins after that, and then there's be like hee ha hee ya ya something like, and then it was this grown man standing in front of on my TV screen trying to cut a promo, and I was like, oh, okay. But I definitely like it. The guy that was in the hat, he was speaking another language. He was a heel. I mean, he already getting heat, so I think he gonna make it. And the dude that said he got the strength, the speed, and the look. All I could think of was I like to dance, I like the fun, and I kind of feel bad about it, but that's all I could think about. But I definitely like this though. I like that we're kind of getting a look into the training dojo development or whatever we want to call it. It's definitely interesting. I like it. I'm a fan. Casey, thoughts on Global Forged wrestling? I don't know.
I mean, on technicality, at one point, all of them was chitlins. They were chitlins at one time, and they had a dream. So you kind of got it. You kind of got it. But I definitely like this. I don't like you said. I don't like the name because it's stupid. But I like the idea, and especially from like the promos and like the videos that I guess they sent in or whatever. It made me think of like the original Tough Enough.
Tough Enough.
Yeah, that's essentially what it is.
Tough Enough. So you saying that name ain't gonna even be able to be on TV?
I mean, no, it's gonna be like the original Tough Enough where we actually get to see them train in the ring. Unlike the past couple seasons where we ain't seen them in the ring one time.
And then you know what? Somebody got to go in there. They got to win it. And then they got to go in there and they got to eliminate the Undertaker from the Royal Rumble. Just saying, it's gotta happen.
No, you're right. No, but it did definitely remind me of old, the original Tough Enough. And I'm definitely curious to see it. I hope it's not just on that new network thing they coming out with that we probably gonna have to pay. Like,
no, it's gonna be free. It's gonna be free. It's gonna be free, or it's coming out of Law Young's pocket. Just say.
It better be free, or it better come out of Law Young's pocket.
Or it's gonna come out of Justin's pocket. But next we had Taya Valkyrie. Oh my goodness. Going up against Amber Nova. This match was just all kinds of. Oh my god. Anyway, I love this match though. It was a pretty good match for a jobber match. Taya, she beating up on people. She hit that sit down power bomb real quick, and I was like, "It's over already." and it won't, cause she won't done with that girl. She was like, "Nah, Amber, nah, I ain't done with you. I ain't done." I wish we could see more Amber Nova though. I feel like we always see her, and we're excited to see her, and then she get jobbed out, and we like, but we ain't get to see her though. But she ends up winning with what I'm gonna call the modified implant buster. I don't care. I'm calling it that right now.
But it wasn't modified. It was the impact.
It was a the implant. Well, see, I mean, I felt like it was the implant buster, but she ain't bring her all the way up like Kong used to do though. Like Kong used to bring him all the way up.
I mean,
all the way.
not as tall as Kong though. That's why.
Nah, but you ain't gotta be tall. You gotta be strong.
I mean, she was strong. She slammed it down
Nah,
pretty
this was a modified implant buster. Usually she have them turn the other way.
No,
Yeah.
no, bruh. Why you think it's called the implant buster? They talking about
Not the other way as far as they land on the back, fool. I'm talking about she have them like in like the pedigree position. Not the position, but you know what I'm saying. She have them in like the butterfly suplex position, I guess you could say. She lift him up, then she bring him down. This one, she had it in like the, you know, when TJP do that gut buster, it was like that. So it's opposite.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, no. I mean, I guess.
And yes, I know what implant buster means, Casey.
I was just trying to help you out in case you didn't know.
But after that, we had Eli, Drake, and Chris Adonis backstage. I think Chris Adonis was just there to smile and laugh at Eli Drake's jokes because Eli Drake talked, and I liked it. I always love Eli Drake talking. I like him kind of hitting on Jim Cornette, not wanting him as champion. You know, we can't have this guy as champion. I like Drake spots the mark. I thought that was funny. And then he was talking about how he was on another level. Eli Drake is on another level. Best promo guy in the game right now, period. Love this man so much. Eli Drake. And that was just a fact of life. Casey, thoughts on Ty Valkyrie and Eli Drake? Yeah.
Another debut last week and this week that I wanted to hear Rabbit's thoughts on, and he ain't show up. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Definitely excited to finally, to see Taya in the ring in GFW. Obviously, we've seen her in Lucha Underground, and she's really good. I kind of didn't want to see her just in a jobber match because I want it to be shown what she can really do. Because I mean, we've seen what she can do a little bit in GFW, or in Lucha Underground, but as far as like the GFW crowd that maybe haven't seen her before, I feel like they need to see more. And just a jobber match doesn't really show really what you can do. But definitely was a good match. I like that she did the power bomb, and the ref goes for the count, and she lifts her up. She's like, nah, not now. And the ref's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I was about to. What are you doing? Definitely liked it though. I kind of want to see where they go with her. I don't know. I just like everything about her. Is her character. The whole kind of queen thing, and her entrance is cool and everything. And I hope they do some good stuff with her. Hopefully, maybe give her a title run or something.
And her tights are amazing. I would venture to say glorious.
Yeah. I mean,
they got the unique.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, Amy, I ain't looked at that. Nothing. No.
Got the this got the unique look though. The look of them is unique. That's what I like about it, like the uniqueness and the uniquity. I'm calling that a word. It's a word.
I ain't even looked. In case Amy be watching this, I ain't even looked. I just
don't.
The rest.
I just she don't. And regardless, she ain't watching for you. She watching for me. So anyway, we got Loki versus Johnny Impact for the number one contenders spot in just for the number one contender spot for the global championship. I'm trying to say too much words, but anyway, I like this match. I definitely like their kind of offense and defense in this match, which basically sums up the whole match. But I like the striking, but I also like the low key hitting his blocks in, and Johnny Mundo getting Johnny Impact getting some blocks in as well. I like low key coming out with these rope submissions. I'm like, okay, low key, I see you with the rope, the rope submissions. Low key catching his knee on the ropes was epic. I was like, oh no, that could tear an ACL, no. And then the Starship Pain, I like that they call it the Starship Pain because you can't call it nothing else, nothing else. And I like that he actually still does it because he was doing that weird little turn to the side, let me flip on you thing, and I was like, what's this? Nah, we need Starship Pain back. And then after the match, Eli Drake comes out to confront the new number one contender, and Chris Adonis attacks him from behind. And Eli Drake comes in and attacks him as well and kind of stands over him. Definitely thought this was a good match though. Casey, thoughts on the number one contenders match where Johnny Impact became your new number one contender?
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I feel like Johnny Nitro and Caval work really well together. I mean, sorry, Johnny Mundo and Senshi. I mean, Johnny Impact and Low Key. My bad. I'm sorry, Low the Beast Key. Definitely was a good match. I kind of knew that Johnny Impact was probably going to win just with the rumors that Low Key might be leaving eventually. But at the same time, for some reason, I was still surprised that he won. It was one of those weird things where I was like, he actually did win. What? Oh, okay. So I'm definitely excited for the match coming up. I think they said in 2 weeks. So that'll be definitely good. As, as soon as Eli Drake came out and there wasn't anybody else with him, I was like, turn around, Johnny, he's gonna attack you. Johnny,
He gonna lock you in the master lock. Look out.
Johnny. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just saying it's kind of like your argument with the pants. Like, why would you look at the pants? When you see him without Chris, you need to look behind you. I'm just saying, bruh.
You know what? I definitely agree.
Yeah,
Definitely agree. But anyway, moving on. Next up. Okay, we got Lashley. Giving Cornette his last, like, I'm leaving, bruh. So if you want to come get me, I'll be gone. That's kind of what this felt like. You know, you like it's kind of like you leaving the house and you like, all right, guys, I'm leaving. So if you want to stop me, if you want to come with me, just let me know. But I see y'all. I'm leaving. Bye. It's like that. That's how I felt with this. Cornette does try to get him to reconsider, but Lashley ain't budget, man. There's money to be made, and there's championships to be won. So that was pretty interesting. America's Top Team was already gone or whatever, so we thought. And then Ty Valkyrie wants to make sure that Jarrett saw what just happened in that ring. Which I thought it was kind of weird because the way she approached her, because she approached her like she had just got screwed or something. Is what I felt like just from her like tonality and her reaction and everything. It felt like she had like just got screwed or something instead of her just winning that match. But anyway, Casey, thoughts on Lashley and Valkyrie backstagery?
Yeah, Lashley, nah. Hey, sorry, I'm sorry, sorry. Yeah, but he gone. Bye bye. But the Taya thing was just so weird. Like you said, she came up like she just got screwed or something, and then she's like, it. It was just. It felt like she was supposed to ask for like or demand a title shot, and she didn't, or something like that. It felt weird. Like something was missing. Like I don't know. It was just odd and off. I don't know. I
Agreed.
don't
I
know. Who
definitely
gives a
thought it
fuck?
was something.
It was
Yeah,
just
that was something
it was
weird. Um, So we go to the ring and Lashley is in the ring, saying he leaving. I told y'all I'm going. If anybody want to stop me, I'm out. I'm out of here with my boys. With my boys, I'm leaving. Then he says he's gonna leave on top. After he beats up Moose. Moose comes out. Did Moose clock this man? did Moose hit him with the stiffy? And then this man did not sell it at all. Like Moose come out and clock this man. This man was like, nope. This man was like, nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. But I like this. They kind of battled a little bit. They went into the crowd. Um, they kind of, it was just kind of more of a brawl than it was really a match. There was no referee out there or anything. And then near the end, America's Top Team comes in and they start beating up Moose as well. And then security comes out and Lashley delivered a heck of a clothesline. I think he killed that man. Like that dude, he gotta be dead. Like he gotta be, if he not dead, he gotta be at least almost dead. Like he closed. Like he ain't getting up for the next 3 weeks. It's gonna happen. But I definitely like this. It kind of keeps this going, I guess, to a certain degree. With America's Top Team still being involved. So I'm kind of wondering what's gonna happen with this. They was throwing security guards everywhere. And America's Top Team was kind of left in the ring, just kind of standing tall. And the reason I think it's not necessarily over and he's not necessarily leaving yet is because it it just kind of seems like you wouldn't let someone who's leaving stand on top of the throne for just at the end of your show. So I think there's still going to be a little bit more. And no one really came out to help, which was surprising too. Like usually the roster comes out to help, but they just kind of let them just do their thing. So I don't know. But anyway, Casey, thoughts on the Lashley versus Moose encounter and the security guard that ripped, and America's Top Team's involvement at the end of the show.
Well, first of all, special news report right here. The Bengals lost again. They did.
And they didn't score a touchdown, by the way.
I mean, at least they scored this week. At least they scored. I'm just saying. But anyway, I like the brawl. It was definitely a good brawl. I felt like I love it that it went out in the crowd and everything. As far as I feel like we knew America's Top Team was gonna get involved. We knew they didn't leave. That's professional wrestling heel 101. Every time they say they're gonna leave or that they left, they didn't leave. They're gonna show up somewhere. So yeah, we knew they were gonna come in and try, get involved somehow. They beat down Moose. That was the greatest clothesline. I love when they get indie guys to come in and do security because they they do the best selling. It was so great. He literally flipped in the air. It was the greatest thing.
Well, did you see when they threw the guy out of the ring?
It's so great. But yeah, I want to see what they do with this next week. Obviously, he is eventually leaving, but this builds up to at least another week, maybe until Victory Road. Maybe they'll build it to something there, and then after that, he'll go. But definitely a good segment. I like to, closing the show.
Alrighty. Well, that was your GFW Impact Wrestling review on the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast for 9/14/2017. Be sure to check out the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast episode 6 on tomorrow. It'll probably be late tomorrow as usual. Since I don't get home till late, it'll probably be really late, if not bleeding into Saturday, maybe even Saturday, because I'll be home terribly late tomorrow because I actually have to travel to a game tomorrow. So that's going to take some time. But we will be back for episode 6. If not tomorrow, then sometime on Saturday. But we hope you guys enjoyed the show. Be sure to hit that subscribe button for us if you haven't already. Be sure to hit the share button, which I don't think it's like one button. I think you got to copy the link, then you got to put it. But I mean, it ain't that difficult. It take like 3 seconds if you know what you're doing. If you don't, it take like 15. So be sure to share the video. Be sure to leave a comment if you had any thoughts on the show. The tonight's GFW Impact show. Also, give us some thoughts on kind of Thursday night football. Is it kind of harder to watch Impact now because football's back? I feel like sometimes it is for me because I feel like I'm watching football even when the game's kind of terrible like it was tonight. So I don't know. Like I feel like sometimes I find myself watching football and still trying to watch Impact at the same time, and it don't always work. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you next time on ICWP. Yeah, I feel like you were saying words. You were saying words?
Yeah, I was just letting them know it's really not that hard to share. You just got to click the button and then you click the Facebook button.
You
He
right.
trying to tell you got to copy a link and you ain't got to do that.
I ain't
Don't
know you could do that. You press the share button in Facebook. See, I ain't know you could do that. See, that's new technology I ain't hit yet. But anyway, we'll see you guys next time. We hope you guys enjoyed for the next episode of ICWP Reviews, GFW Impact Wrestling.